Welcome back, folks. With the Weather pushing their series opener against the Winnipeg Goldeyes to today, the Sioux City Explorers, well, they gifted us with an extra helping of baseball, playing a little doubleheader against the Fish. We'll start off with game one here. Now, X's win both games. They're back to 500 on the season, but the Goldeyes have other plans. Top seven, Roby Enriquez gets a hold of this wall, taking it deep to left center field. Chase Harris can't get to it. 3 runs cross the plate for the Goldeyes. They now lead 5-0. Couple of batters later, bases loaded, and Rob Emery will take a bite out of this pitch, clearing the bases with a grand slam, and that makes it 9-0. X is down to their final out here, trying to dig out of a massive hole, but this ball is going to be caught in left field. Goldeyes take game one, 9-0. On to game two, which had a massive crowd for July 3rd. We'll pick things up in the 3rd inning of this one. Nick Shumpert at the dish. He pokes a line drive the other way. That gets by the second baseman. In comes Daniel Lingua. This ball game's tied at 1. To the top of the 4th we go now. 2 outs. This ball, well, it's going to be hit just outside of Shumpert's reach right here. In Winnipeg, they're deciding to send that runner home. John Nagowski scoops, fires the relay to Cameron Cannon, who guns him down at home. The X's get out of the inning. What a play. Couple innings later, no-go at the dish. He turns on this pitch, sending it high and deep to left field. It is gone. X's take a 4-1 lead on the 2-run shot from Nagowski. They take the winning game 2, 4-1.